Hey, the homies are out. Jordan Wilson, Zidane Dada, Wagwan, Wagwan. What up, BHL? What's goody, man? Appreciate the homies who are members. I see you, BHL. Good looking out. Becoming a member. Super dope. Dundada with the flash icon by his name. Hey, thank you so much, King 2K. I appreciate you watching. That's what it's all about, man. Showing love, showing support. Appreciate you coming through to the live stream and letting us know what it's about. Yes, we are out here. Hope you're having a good day as well, Lavelle Porter. Appreciate you holding down Facebook. Frago, what up? What's goody? Vino, what it is? Helmet Johnson, what up? What up, Teddy? What's good, y'all? Yeah, man, so badges, man. Which badges are functioning properly now? Which badges should you have equipped? If you guys noticed anything different within the last few days? I gotta say, some of the things, PR Jojo, appreciate it, man. Some of the things, good afternoon, bless, good afternoon. Harry Johnson, what it is, bro. True is out there. What's good, man? I gotta say, running point guard with my 5'10, the last 2 days has been absolutely super fun. But there is some that I've noticed against defenders. And I think defenders that are going super high with their perimeter defensive attribute is highly noticeable when I'm trying to like swerve, when I'm trying to get busy out there. It's highly noticeable, that perimeter defensive attribute. And I gotta say that the menace badge, I think, is really playing a huge factor along with clamps, especially after these recent updates. What up, Dijon? Starfish, what it is? Spot up threes? Feels buffed. Really? I had to look up into it. What do you mean, like Limitless 3? Like Limitless. What up, TK? What's good? Hey, yo, I haven't touched 2K since 20. But do you know what 2K should I play? I'm gonna get back into it. Puffer, I think is like subjective. From what I understand, I haven't given current gen much of a chance this year, not yet at least. From the information that we get back from other players, is that current gen is just a bit more arcadey, which may suit your need. Uh, Next gen has a lot of stuff. It's really a matter of preference. You're gonna have to. You should probably just get the bundle for both of them, so that way you can get a chance to play both of them and make a decision yourself. What up, Ash? What's good, Ash? Coffee on deck. We love All City. The shirts are in. You can type exclamation point merch. I added a couple of new items in the merch store. So you can go to allcitylivetv.com and, I recommend that you purchase from All City. If you are going to make a purchase for merch, I recommend that you purchase from allcitylivetv.com because it's way more premium quality merchandise in there. I'm saying that because there is an option to purchase off our YouTube shelf. And the YouTube shelf is done with Teespring. And I've gotten some stuff from the YouTube shelf, and it was just okay stuff. But man, the quality, they use American Apparel, they use Champion, they use like good quality clothes to make the merchandise. So I highly recommend that you purchase from All City Live TV if you are considering purchasing something. I love the stuff that I've gotten. I got some more stuff coming in as well. I just love the stuff in there. Super, super pleased with it. I think 2K buffed Menace too. When I take Menace off, I can't guard no one. I thought I was tripping. So Menace is playing a huge factor. I've noticed it myself as a point guard, yeah. Hold on, let me shut off this heater. I want to get hot in here. Let me raise this up too. Get some fresh air in here. Yeah, I've noticed it myself, yeah. Yes, please hit that like button if you're here. Show some love, show some support. I know we forget often to hit that like button, so it's all good. I do the same thing when I'm on videos and live streams. So it ain't nothing. All City NFTs? Maybe. Maybe I'll consider it. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. Where's my remote? Because I feel it getting warm here. I'll put on the ceiling fan too. It wouldn't be a bad idea selling all city NFTs, man. So yeah, let me know what you guys experience. Are you experiencing the same thing with Menace and Clamps? Um, they did 2K Labs. Shout out to 2K Labs. Matter of fact, let me go into let me pull this up here. Don't forget, if you guys are looking for a premium membership with 2K Labs, we are partnered with 2K Labs. You can use promo code AllCity and save 20% off a premium membership with 2K Labs. Give you guys the best jump shots with the percentage, like the make percentage for slightly earlys, middle, and slightly lates. So you guys get a better understanding, give you the speeds and all of that, give you a better understanding. And it's just great insider information from 2K Labs. You can use promo code AllCity right above to save yourself 20%. But yeah, 2K Labs and 2K Toots both did a video on speed and the changes in the amount of speed. And it looks like after the patch that nerfed the left right, 2K Labs reports that for smaller guards, you guys could receive up to like a 6% speed increase. The smaller your player is, the better the buff was with the most recent patch update to speed, the most recent one, which was a buff to speed. So smaller players are receiving something like a 6% increase. And I think if you go to like 6-7 and higher, but it starts at 6-7, you get something like a 3% increase. And it's all in like forward motion. You say the game state right now is good. Would you change anything? Would I change anything in the current game state? If I was to change anything, it'd be the constant problem with interior defense. I think the gameplay balance is good overall, but interior defense, they need to do something about hands up contests. And we have been noticing like some shots going in where we're just scratching our head, and it's been consistent. Like this thing has been evolving, um, where these ghost contests and people are like, yo, how is he hitting that shot? Like we're just confused out there. So I think the contest system needs to be revamped and looked at and updated. But aside from that, I think like perimeter defense along with dribbling and the speed for guards, I think that's fairly balanced. So that's been like neutralized where defense can compete with offense, so that's pretty good. But interior defense is still suffering. You got pump faking centers going up and getting these weak layups with no contest. It's just not a good look. I went into a park game last night, played on my 6'6" point guard, went on a 3-game win streak, and I was playing the Jason Kidd role, and I felt comfortable in playing at my pace. Ain't that beautiful when you feel like you could play at your pace? It does feel good when you have days like that. 2K said there'll be days like this. The game is terrible, makes no sense. Isn't the same as real life basketball, and the servers are terrible as well. The game is a scam. Well, I don't feel that way personally, especially considering what we had last year. Oh my God. Considering what we had last year, I like the way the game is evolving. Considering the years past prior to last year, I think 2K22 is in line with those games. So I like what I'm seeing so far. I like that. I don't like that we have to constantly go through changes. I don't like that, and I can understand why some players feel like it's a scam because they buff certain things and nerf certain things, and it makes you feel like you got to create a new build because you put some attributes. It's tough when the attributes are really expensive and taxing on your player. It's tough when you make a decision to like say invest in the steel attribute and then 2K nerf steals and buffs a badge like unpluckable. So I get why people feel like that, but considering the overarching aspect of the gameplay itself, I think it's pretty good. I hate the idea that we gotta pay for boosts to meet our players' max potential. I hate that idea, but I think most players have become accustomed to that over the last couple of years. I come from a 2K where you didn't even have to pay for boosts at all, and you could still go out there and compete. The whole annual cycle, you could compete, but it's not the same no more. What up, Michael Saint? The ropes in the Gatorade facility feel that the worst workouts to do. Facts. Yo, what up, B? What do you think are the best pass settings to hinder passing lane steals? Um, my personal recommendation for passing, and is the way I pass, is I always icon pass. So a lot of elite players increase their pass openness, but I don't like using pass openness because I always want to know where I'm passing the rock, not just pass openness and let 2K dictate where the pass goes. So 95% of my passes when I'm running point guard, especially, are all icon passes. So you want to get your icon game up. All you gotta do is make a 6-8 slasher, and you win 90% of your games just by laying up the ball in the paint. No interior defense at all. And if somehow you get a lucky contest, they can easily rebound. As a matter of fact, you bring up another good point, KZ. That's another good point. You know, you got defenders in the paint that are making great interior contests. They're like the one in a few times that you get a great interior contest. You make the contest happen, right? Now, dig this. I'm sure all of you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this, especially if you're an interior defender. You get a great contest. Finally, you're like, I'm the man now. You feel strong. You're like, yeah, I'm the man now. And the offensive player that just got contested recovers so much. You're stuck in an animation from landing and swinging at the rock. The offensive player quickly recovers and is able to get to any loose ball. Pause. But this is consistently happening where it's not rewarding for a defender who gets a great contest to not recover a lot quicker than the offensive player who went up with a poor animation or made a poor decision to go up on an elite defender. But yeah, I get a block. Dude catches the ball and goes back up. Yeah, you know, and there's nothing more discouraging than that. There's nothing. It's just feel. I've been through it. Yeah, I made 3 big man builds this year, so I get it. I've tried to play the paint, but the mechanics are not there, and this is not new. Yeah, this is not new. 2K has been like this for quite a while now. Interior defense, for some reason, eludes 2K developers in how they create the mechanics for 2K and regarding interior defense. It's just consistent. It's for years now. It's been going on. They have removed any defensive skill in IQ. It really sucks. There's one thing that 2K had working in their favor in regards to interior defense, and that was hands up defense. For years, players stopped jumping. For years, players are like, yo, if you in the paint, stop jumping, my G. Stop jumping. Just put your hands up. Why? Help me explain. Help me understand. Why is it that we go for years with the same defensive mechanic? And shout out to the Czar. The Czar was the one who took over defense as far as regarding the AI. I don't know if that has anything to do with the hands up contest, but the Czar is one of the developers who took over defense for 2K22. He started in 2K21. Years we had the same defensive mechanic with hands up, and then just out the blue, 1 year to the next, the whole mechanic that we've known to use for interior defense has completely changed. And now you can't even play hands up defense. You have to jump now. Facts, Rodney. You have to jump now. Has 2K added new people to the development teams? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Got a new insight on these issues. Well, they rearranged some of the developers. They did add, matter of fact, they did add Hookbang, but Hookbang took over for, Hookbang was the development team for current gen. They did add a whole new team, but that was for current gen. And I'm not sure how it goes as far as defensive mechanics, and maybe they just work together. 99 close shot, they make mostly every shot. Facts. I've tried everything, y'all. I tried close shot as well. things like just didn't work in my favor. Interior fit, like even you know what irks me the most about interior defense is how finishers are finishing in the paint. They're going up super soft, yeah, aren't they? Aren't they going up just like super soft with a really soft layup animation? It's confusing to me because I'm just like, if I'm the finisher, I don't want to pump fake and then lay the rock up. Not consistently, at least. I don't mind that happens once or twice a game. But if I'm the dude in the paint trying to finish and I pump fake and the dude jumps and then I want to go up and yam. I want to go up and finish strong, something like Shaq if I'm playing a video game or Dwight Howard animation. Salute to you too, Jim the Judge. Salute to you too, man. At work, but had to catch some 2K Sunday school. Appreciate you, Bree. Appreciate you. But yeah, you know, I don't understand the logic for these finishers finishing so soft with a layup animation, and then you as a defender with a 99 block and a super high interior defense can't smack that out the gym. What up, Robert? What's going on? So these are some of the issues that I've noticed as well in 2K22. Overall, are you guys having a good time playing 2K22? Aside from, you know, the interior defense, this is why I lean towards speed, yeah. And, you know, players have different priorities for what they expect to receive with the game when they create a big man build. Some players are just happy with getting boards. But I have to lean towards speed when I'm thinking of an interior defender because chase down artists and the chase down block animation is so overpowered. So you're better off leading someone to drive into the paint and then baiting them into a chase down block than actually doing your work early and getting into position to prevent the lane, you know, the drive into the rack. Because if you do your work early and prevent the drive into the rack, he's still going to just go right up like you're not even there and get a layup animation. Menace doesn't seem to be useless, Kazin. That's what we were talking about earlier. Jesus saves. What up, man? Appreciate the follow, Bags. This is why respec year builds will be prevalent. I would love the idea of 2K allowing us to respec our builds. Callie, what up, man? 2K is all I play. No matter how bad it is. For current gen, I feel the foul animations are weak. If I'm going, they know it. Not a tap, and refs lose their crap. Overall, current gen is good. Nice, that's good to hear. I like to hear people having a good time as well. But when you drive to the rim and there's a defender in front of you and you scoop up an underhanded layup, pretty much I'm saying, hey, this is for you. No logic at all. No logic, Callie. Big facts, man. The animations where you know your layup package has so many different animations and you just hand the rock to the defense. It's just so wild. Pogo Stick Hall of Fame, Intimidator Hall of Fame can stop close shot. Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it right now. Don't get me wrong, you'll do better with the badges than without them. You know, we're not saying that you don't equip those particular badges, but it just doesn't seem like they're as effective as they should be. You think Needle Threader is needed for a point guard? Not necessarily. No, I don't think it's needed. It might. What up, Snowy Rains? It might serve as an additional benefit, but speed kills 6'7", 6'8", power forward in the paint, passing lane is better and get a team involved. Yeah, that's what I lean towards as well. You do sacrifice a ton of rebounds as a smaller player in the middle of the paint, but you get way more steals. I know on my 6'9" build, one game I had 14 steals playing the 5. So that's tremendous. There's no big men's there's no center builds that get 14 steals, but that's that Hall of Fame interceptor that goes crazy. 5'9" still the way for real. Yeah, I like my 5'10" build. My 5'10" was going crazy. When you use the pro stick just for dribble moves, it doesn't seem like you get all the interior animations. I think, yeah, I don't use the pro stick for dribble moves. Should put deep 5 seconds in the paint. Yeah, they need to do something about the 3 second rule as well. A lot of that stuff could be fixed by 2K honoring the 3 second rule. Why? It's like 2K, in my opinion, it's like 2K takes certain possessions, like the refs just go have lunch in certain possessions. I swear to God, it's like, all right, refs, they call timeout. They get on their ear things, whatever, and microphones. All right, we out. We going on break. And don't even tell nobody that's playing the game. And we still there. Meanwhile, you got to do pump faking in the paint for 15 seconds. And we over here thinking that the refs finna call 3 seconds. It don't ever happen. So I don't know what's going on with the refs and the 3 second rule. 1 second is honored. Like for me, is honored. Whenever I go in the paint, one move, 3 seconds. Hey, get him out, get him out the paint, blowing all sorts of whistles, get him out the paint. But then you got somebody else, and they out there pump faking, camped out in the paint. You having to guard two people. Tough, man. Yeah, ankle breakers work. You just got to know how to activate them with the particular badge that you're using. What up, Mr. Make It Rain? What's good? Hopefully you're good. Rise Up is dope. Rise Up is a goated badge. Used to make traditional big, but a faster big has better advantages. That's how I feel too. Yeah, so shout out to the homie who's asking about my controller doesn't have sig drift because I put a mask on my controller whenever I take it outside. So it doesn't have sig drift, but it does have stick drift. And I actually just fixed this today. There was a video, I should have put it in a Discord. I just went into, let me see if I still got it up here. Hold on a second. I can maybe, no, I don't. Yeah, so there were certain things, and maybe I could just tell you guys what I did here with my controller. If you have stick drift on your controller, I did this today and I noticed a big difference. And the way in which I noticed the differences is I go into my share factory, and if my timeline is moving by itself when I'm trying to create a video or edit a video, then I know the stick drift is really bad. So short, for months now, it's been really bad, and I can't barely edit a video in Share Factory because the timeline will just move by itself. So I checked today to see if there's videos on how to fix it. I thought I was gonna have to open up my controller. In fact, I didn't have to open up the controller, and I followed this one guy's video. I don't know, I don't remember what was the video name, but I know it had to do with stick drift and how to fix it. And if you guys go to the video, it's a dude just showing his hands, and it's a white background. So hopefully that helps with you guys. But I can just tell you guys what I did for stick drift is that he was saying to press in and then lean it out. And then in here, you're going to press with your other finger. You're going to press in there with your other finger, both. You're going to press down. And you're going to do that at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. So you're going to do that in all those different areas of the controller or the joystick, the analog stick that's causing you stick drift. And also you're going to pull it out a little bit. You'll pull the analog stick up and out, but lean it over to the side, and then it opens up this portion here. So there's a little space there, and when it opens up, you could just blow in there and do that all over. So you're trying to eliminate some of the dust that's in there. Also pressing in on both controllers, and then when you press in, just kind of circle around 5 times in both directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. And that helped for me. I also reset it with the button in the back. I press that in. I use a toothpick to just put it in there and reset it, and then plug my controller back into via USB, and start it back up, and it worked. It worked for me. So I don't remember the link. I just typed in PS5 controller stick drift on YouTube. I could tell you that the guy, it was a Caucasian guy, and he had just his hands with the white background. And he's actually talking. So, because there's some people who aren't talking. Yeah, definitely work, Hollywood MVP. I was happy with the results. I went back into Share Factory, and my joint was not moving. Yeah, you gotta blow. You gotta blow into your controller. Yeah. So it's similar to, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, the Nintendo cartridges is what he recommended. You're trying to eliminate some of the dust that's in there. So you just gotta blow into the controller and get that dust, you know. Yeah, you'll be good. It really worked. You know, it really worked. I could attest. I just did this like less than an hour ago. I don't play with the controller plugged in. It's not only plugging in the controller, yeah. You got to take off Bluetooth when you plug in your controller. So when you go into your controller, like when you plug into your controller, plug your controller in via USB. Then you got to go into your settings and turn the Bluetooth option off and have your controller connect via USB. So it's not on, and you got to leave your USB connected in order to maintain the connection. So that's when you're supposed to get the full benefit. So you go into controller settings, take off Bluetooth, set it to plugged in via USB, and that's when you're supposed to get the full connection. So there's no like input lag. Some things to help too as well with the controllers is make sure that your cell phone is not in line. That there's because blue. They make sure that everything is clear between the path between your controller and your PS5. Something to consider so there's no like interference. AC tight handles or quick chain, two different badges. Tight handles or quick chain, two totally different badges. It's not one or the other. You got. I appreciate you inquiring about that, Jack. You guys got to keep in mind that a lot of the playmaking badges, they are play style badges. And I mean that if you could just take it in for a second, y'all, and hear what I'm saying here, they are play style badges. So if you intend to equip a badge, make sure it meets your play style. And what I mean by that is that badge like tight handles, you have to hit diagonal down in order to get this badge to activate the stun animation. So there's different animations that you guys need to trigger in order to make good use of the badge. The same with quick chain, you need to get 3 dribble move combinations and then burst out on the 3rd dribble move in order to take full advantage of quick chain. So if you're a player that's not playing in that playstyle, for instance, you're a spot up shooter. If you're a spot up shooter, you don't necessarily need quick chain. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're running the one and you do a lot of dribble combinations and burst out of them and constantly finding new ways to speed boost, then quick chain may be the most ideal badge for you, along with tight handle, space creator, and all this stuff. So, best jump shot for a 6'9" lock. I highly, highly, highly recommend Set Shot 25. I'm gonna look for that video because I'm having that problem now on my controller. Yeah, good luck with that, Jim the Judge. It was in the first page, so you know it's like one of the first few videos down. So hopefully you guys could find that. Is it just me or does it feel like Big Center's got a nerf on speed? It's probably just you because I always feel like Big Centers was slow. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming, so yep, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Moving like a snail with a 70 speed. That's pretty fast. You shouldn't be moving like a snail. 70 speed is pretty good. You did your workouts? Make sure your workouts are done. What's a good small forward build? There's a ton of good small forward builds. You just gotta just look around, man. There's a ton. Small forward builds are still dope. Snowy Rain said there's a heap of playmaking badges I don't need. Facts though. It's facts. Because the badges allow you to really mold the player and play style that you want to make, you know, happen out there. There's every playmaker is not what you see on YouTube. I'm not speaking to anyone in particular, but I'm just saying. Power up, Wall City, big facts. Yeah, every playmaker is not what you see in YouTube. What I mean to say is I'm not trying to knock y'all, but there's some players out there that really want to focus on passing. There's some players out there that just say, well, I'm going to put floor general on, I'm going to put dimer on, I'm going to put needle threader on and bullet passer on, and I'm going to special delivery on, and I'm going to be the most elite passer in the game. And then there's other players, like you guys know, that are focused more on their dribbling. So yeah, got to find the build that best fits how you play. Big facts, man. Chico says point forward is a GOAT. Thinking of dropping sniper and using those points on other badges? Oh, negative. Whoa, Nelly. If anything, if any badge you don't want to touch is the sniper badge right now. If there's any badge out there that you just do not want to touch, is sniper. They still it's still that badge, y'all. Sniper is still the badge that's gonna help you. Unfortunately, it's like it just is what it is. Try it out. Try it out. Let me know. Come back to the channel. Let me know if it works out for you. To each their own. But yeah, I don't recommend taking off Sniper. We trying, Jim. Yes, indeed. I've always been a pass first guard. It's a gift and a curse at times. But I feel like your team plays better when everyone is involved. Yes, Desi Bryan, appreciate that. Salute to you too. But facts, yeah, man. What up, Cordell? Sniper on gold, all you need. Possibly. Sniper is necessary. Just Hall of Fame is not foolproof on all slice shots. Never touch Sniper till they nerf it. Menace and Pickpocket are not good anymore. I was just referring to Menace and Pickpocket because I feel like maybe not Pickpocket as much, but Menace seems to. I notice it on my player running point guard. Elite defenders, and I run into like a few over the last couple of days. I run into like a few each day. You could tell who has these badges on and who has high perimeter defensive attributes. You could feel it ASAP. So, well, it's your jump shot, KZ. It's gonna be your jump shot. A jump shot will make you feel like you're terrible out there. And I go through these motions consistently. If you got the wrong jump shot on in the wrong game mode, your jump shot will make you. It's not the badges. It's your jump shot. I promise you, it's your jump shot. If you're big, put on. If you're big out there, if you're big, trust me on this one. Just trust me on this one. We've seen it happen multiple times over. If you're a big out there, put on set shot 25, release 124, release 2 Kobe Bryant, 70-30 in favor of Kobe Bryant. Put that joint to max speed. You're going to be using your big man and shooting like a guard. Trust me on it. I'm on my guard build. I'm using base 98 with the same releases. And what I noticed in like prior to the most recent update, although over the last 2 days I've been playing multiple different game modes and shooting consistently in multiple game modes, so it's been dope. But prior to the last update, I noticed, especially with 98, if I took that shot into old gym, I couldn't hit a shot, so I had to switch to 25 in old gym. But then in rec, I needed 98. So there's some of the things that you're gonna notice along the way. I've been using set shot 25 since season 1 as butter. Facts. Facts. I've heard volume shooter gives you a bigger green window. No, that's false. Volume shooter, not that I know of, at least. Not that I know of. I should say that. Volume shooter is going to give you a slight boost to your shooting for each shot that you accrue. And we're not just speaking about the definition. We're speaking from the tests that have been done on volume shooter. It's a badge that you consider equipping not as a primary badge, but as a secondary option to give your shooting an edge. So this is good, but keep in mind that volume shooter, just like the name says, is made for players who take a high amount of shots. So keep that in mind, y'all. If you're a player that's, the team works you as the shooter and is always looking to you as the shooter, so you're putting up a lot of shots each game, then volume shooter, you'll continue getting that boost. So that'll give you a bigger edge. But if you're a shooter that only takes a couple shots per game, then you're wasting badge points on volume shooter. So keep that in mind. Is Silver Intimidator worth dropping Interceptor? Ooh. Interceptor, in my opinion, is one of the best defensive badges out there, in my opinion. Does Corner Specialist work? I love Corner Specialists. On Bronze, you get a 5% increase on Corner Specialists. On Gold, the ideal recommend the levels of Bronze and Gold for Corner Specialists. And I've been practicing my my Circus 3s heavily. So for corner specialists on Bronze, you get that 5% increase to your shooting, and on Gold you get a 10% boost to your shooting. So that's super dope. I love corner specialists. Just use any jump shot. The quicker the better, and turn on real player percentage. Negative. I don't agree with that. Would you put Hot Zone Hunter on a build with 99 3-point shot? I've been suspect on Hot Zone Hunter. I got it equipped now, but yeah, hot zones are what's really important. Hot Zone Hunter, I think it's more so a badge this year that gives you that edge. A lot of people would disagree, but the tests have been done already for Hot Zone Hunter. And I kind of feel it the same way. I feel like I hit more when I have like my better days or my best days on 2K22. I've had Hot Zone Hunter on. So I don't know. What's a good badge setup for 6 defensive badges on a slashing playmaker? A good badge setup for 6 defensive badges on a slashing playmaker. It's just 6 is just so little on a slashing playmaker. It's tough. I don't know what you could do with 6, man. You're gonna just have to spread them. You're gonna have to spread them out. It's not, it's just tough. In my opinion, I hit way more contested greens with Hot Zone Hunter on. It's good if you don't have cold zones. If you do have cold zones, it penalizes you in all those areas. Say it again, my niece. Yeah, your hot zones are what's key, y'all. Your hot zones is gonna be the key. So you're gonna have to get your hot zones up and get them joints right. And you want to make sure you're not shooting out of cold zones. So you go check your chart, see if you got cold zones, and make sure you don't shoot up in those cold zones, because you could get up to a 15% penalty to your shooting. So lower 3-ball, the more advantages Hot Zone Hunter has. I think that's facts, A Wood. I think Hot Zone Hunter really shines for lower 3-balls, because I have a 70, I think he's 76. It's a 76. I got on one of my builds, and he was shooting great, man. Yeah, Limitless Takeoff is dope. Yeah. Yeah, 6 defensive badges is tough. I can't really mess with 6 defensive badges. I got a 6'11", rebound 7 for 7. What was the jumper? Set 25. Yeah, that's right. That's the jumper, Ty Green. Set shot 25, Kobe 70, 24. 24, release 24 at 30%. Let's say I have a 94 block. If I reach 96 and get a +1, I don't think it'll unlock for you, Crimson Omega. I highly doubt, but if it does, let me know. I don't think it unlocks. What's your opinion on a 2-way sharpshooter build? Good, solid builds, man. You can make builds so differently this year, and I like that this year that the player is what makes the build, not the build making the player. So, a lot of these builds is going to be about the player making the build play good. Explain Gym Rat? Well, Gym Rat is an under the hood modifier. So what Gym Rat is doing for you guys is exactly what you're doing right now when you go to the gym. So I know people were like, but I don't see the +4. You're getting it. Just like right now, you go to the gym to get that additional boost, but you don't see +4 is what you're getting. That's what Gym Rat is doing for you, except you no longer have to go to the gym. It's just an under the hood modifier where it's very similar to the +4. Yeah, corner specialist on silver, no, not so much. Bronze or gold, 5% or 10%. Best levels for corner specialist. Do you recommend Fearless Finisher or Acrobat? If so, what level? Fearless Finisher, from what 2K Labs, shout out to 2K Labs. From what they recently said about Fearless Finisher, is more a badge that helps give you an edge, and you don't want to waste too many badge points on Fearless Finisher. Although some players have said they feel like they finish amazing with Fearless Finisher. One of the best badges in previous versions of 2K was Relentless Finisher, because it'll help you like maintain stamina driving to the rack. Fearless Finisher The recommended level is bronze to save yourself some badge points and still get a slight benefit from what Fearless Finisher offers. But it hasn't proven to be as goated as I guess some people feel it is. At least that's what ankle braces helps you tremendously. I highly recommend that you guys put ankle braces on. Me running point guard, I notice ASAP who those players who do not have ankle braces on. I'm gone. I'm swerving on them boys if you don't put ankle braces on. Swerving. I mean, I will swerve on you if you don't have ankle braces on. So yeah, get your ankle braces on and get it to like gold. If you can, get it to gold, because gold is going to work against all three badges, Space Creator, Ankle Breaker, and Tight Handles. And it's going to really minimize it. Rhythm Shooter is a dope badge. 2 dribble move combos, pop. Rhythm Shooter is a dope badge if it meets your playstyle. If we get badge points for rep rewards, what's the point of Legend besides the title? We don't know yet. We don't know the Legend reward yet, so... We don't know if it's gonna be, at least for next gen, we don't know if it's gonna be worth anything more than the title. Yeah, Space Creator is deadly. I love what Space Creator is doing right now. What up, Agent Q? Is good. All that talk about jump shot only matters if you're playing with the consistent delay. If you play with inconsistent delay, the jump shot will matter because the timing is always different. Fast switch purple or drop gold. I'm maxed out. I got the numbers for fast switch. I'll tell you guys the numbers and you guys can make the decision on your own. I got the numbers for fast switch. We have to pull out the notebook. You have to pull out. Oh no, I think I made a video on that. I think it's going to be back here more because I did fast switch a long time ago. Fast switch. Yeah, so hot zones give you about a 5% boost to your shooting. And cold zones give you a 15 up to a 15% penalty to your shooting. Let's get you the numbers on fast switch right quick. All these notes, man, it's wild. I love reviewing all these notes because I could give you guys some great information if you haven't received it yet. So you can start inquiring about these badges. Give me a second because I can't see your comments. But I want to get you guys the fast switch numbers. Tight handles. I think it should be coming. Fast switch. He was talking about gold or Hall of Fame. And what's going on with fast switch, so you guys get a better understanding of fast switch, it's really golded. Where it really shines is your contact dunks under the rack. This is where you're going to see like the maximum speed increase is if you trigger the dunk meter contact dunks. On gold, you can get up to a 13% speed increase to that animation of finishing. And at Hall of Fame, you get up to a 20% speed increase. So there's a huge difference between gold or Hall of Fame. I think it's better that you guys take those numbers and then match that up with how often you consider yourself using fast switch. So this way you have a better idea on how good it is for you. Appreciate the follow, your boy Spades. Yeah, I do have the 2K Bible. That's not a bad bad thing to refer to it as that, because man, I got some stats in there. I got stats for years. And this is only going to be better for us when we take it into 2K23. Good to see you too, P Dubs. What's good? What badges do you recommend for someone with an 83-point rating and 26 shooting badges? There's some key badges. I'm gonna have to bring up. Let me pull up my 2K. Let me pull up my joint. That way I could read. I could check the badges. Tight handles, I think Hall of Fame is a good level for tight handles. So the tight handles numbers, I'll give you guys the numbers so that way you guys can make a better decision on your own. Yeah, Discord is for Xbox users as well. It's for all 2K gamers. We have it set up. Just go to my homepage. Mike, go to my homepage. You'll see what Discord is all about. And it's not biased toward any platform. It's just in favor of all 2K players. Yeah. Numbers for tight handles, y'all. The recommended level. Now, tight handles gives you a stun animation, right? Hold on. I feel my lips, man, dry. So tight handles gives you guys a stun animation. This is what you're looking for with tight handles. And you got to understand that tight handles is just a really slight stun animation. So you got to be on the lookout for that stun animation. It's not like Ankle Breaker or Space Creator. You got to make sure that you're utilizing your quick first step with that tight handle stun. So when you understand how to activate tight handles using diagonal down or some particular animations that get you to tight handle stun animation, you want to make sure you're bursting out of that really quickly to set up your shot or drive to the basket. Tight handles numbers is on bronze, you get an 11% increase into the amount of stuns that you receive. So on bronze, it's already great. It's already great on bronze. You got to understand that defenders are recovering after that stun animation really quick too if you're not making good use of your quick first step. So if you're there trying to dribble right after that tight handle stun, the defender's going to be right in front of you. On silver, you get a 12% increase to your stun animations. So you see bronze, 11%, silver, 12%. So not much difference between bronze or silver. So that should tell you bronze, you save some badge points. There's only 1% difference. Bam. On gold, though, that number jumps up to 15%. Why it's the recommended level. This is why tight handles on gold is a highly recommended level for this badge because it goes up to 15%, and then at Hall of Fame is only 1% above that. 16% opportunity to get a stun animation. And this, again, like Salah said, is that this is working better against players who do not have ankle braces on. This is why you want to have ankle braces on, because those numbers drop tremendously if someone has tight handles. And we got that. We got those numbers for ankle braces as well. Which, if you guys want to hear that, I mean, we got it all. We got it all. Shout out to 2K Lads, 2K Toots, and everybody else, all the content creators who really, do a lot for the community and share this information, running their tests. It really goes a long way. It helps me out as a content creator, so it's super dope. And I'm able to connect with you guys during live streams like this. Hold on. We're talking about shooting badges. Before we get into Dan, before we get into your defensive badges, we're going to talk about shooting badges for P Dubs because he has 26 shooting badges and we want to make sure we get him right. Bullet passer should be as high as you can get it. Yeah, gold before Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, you're putting it on. You got to you determine what level you put tight handles on depending on the type of games that you're running. So if you guys are running like extremely competitive games, you might need tight handles on Hall of Fame to get that additional 1% and get you another increase into getting those stun animations. If you're running against top level players in highly competitive games, you need whatever edge you can get. But if you're just playing casual games, bam, gold is good enough. Let's get into the badges, man. This is how I've been running my. Yeah, I know your playstyle. Yeah. Yeah, so this is how I've been running my badges over the last 2 days. And just been going crazy out there. This was more from my playstyle. I didn't even realize. I did not even realize that I had dropped Circus 3s to gold. And that's probably why I was hitting so many Circus 3 shots yesterday. I thought I had that joint on Hall of Fame. I ain't even gonna cap a little bit. My fault, I'm in the way, right? I thought I had it on Hall of Fame. Over the last 2 days, I've been going crazy. Tons of clips. And man, that may be a video right there. But we'll talk about it, man. So, like P Dub, he's more of like, a spot up shooter, maybe a rhythm shooter, even 1, 2 dribbles and then a pop. So depending on your dribble animations, there's badges that are key that you absolutely need. Like if you're a spot up shooter, you're definitely gonna want catch and shoot. It's gonna help you with your missed time shots. Bam, catch and shoot, great for you. I'm running Hot Zone Hunter on silver right now. It was working out okay. So Green Machine, I don't believe in Green Machine, and I haven't needed it. And over the last 2 days, it just proved it. I don't need Green Machine. Badges for current gen and next gen are very similar. It's very similar. This is why you don't see people making badge videos for current gen or for next gen. They just make badge videos because they're very similar. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what I've been running. Lucky 7 on bronze, a great value badge. If you got enough badge points, put the join on bronze, especially if you're a park player. Put the join on bronze if you got an additional badge just to put on it. Just a great value, additional boost. Like I said before, there's some badges that are just key. Like you need sniper and there's very few badges that are just super key. Sniper is super key. You need that, right? So we know this. A lot of the other badges are just playstyle badges. Corner specialist, if you find yourself in the corner more often than not, put the joint on gold because you're going to get a 10% boost to those shots in the corner. If you're a point guard that rarely gets to the corner to take a shot, then you don't need corner specialists. Lucky is best on bronze. You're getting a tremendous boost on bronze. You may not want to equip it on silver because you're probably just wasting a badge point. Not much difference between bronze and silver. Is bronze or Hall of Fame for Lucky 7? So you may want to save yourself a badge point because you're getting a tremendous boost with just the badge on bronze. So it's not the silver that's giving you a good increase. It's just having the badge at least on bronze. Rhythm shooter is a crossover to a Trae Young. Rhythm shooter, crossover to a Trae Young. But facts, catch and shoot is not needed if you absolutely know your release and you're not experiencing any latency. If you do, like most players do on 2K, then catch and shoot would be great. Clutch shoot has been working out really good for me as well. I like what I'm seeing with it. At least I like the way I've been hitting over the last 2 days, especially yesterday. I felt super confident in my shooting. Set shooter, stay away from. Green Machine, you don't need it. Deadeye and blinders, I haven't been using it. The way I've been shooting over the last 2 days proves that I do not need these badges. These are, again, play style badges. If your play style is to shoot contested shots, you may, depending, especially for somebody like PW, Deadeye might be beneficial to him. He's a taller player. He's going to take a shot. He's going to have to take that quick shot where somebody might close out. Deadeye will be a good badge for you, possibly. Blinders, not so much a good badge for you because you're not going to be taking those shots with players running from the side. Not often enough to waste badge points on. So get those badge points on your player that are really going to boost your make percentage first, and then start considering, if you have additional badges after that, then you start considering, all right, how about for a clutch situation? I take 1% clutch shot in 1 day of gameplay. Do I waste 5 badge points on the 1% clutch shot that some people may feel is absolutely worth it, those 5 badge points for the one time that you take that 1 clutch shot per day? So, some people may find that it's worth it. These are decisions that you guys want to make for yourself. Limitless and spot up definitely doesn't meet my play style. And from what I'm noticing playing out there, it doesn't meet a lot of players' play style. It's very rare that we've been coming across players who are taking advantage of Chef or Limitless. So if you got this badge on and you're not shooting from 30 plus feet out, or you only take 1 shot per day from 30 plus feet out, take the joint off, adjust your play style, put them badges somewhere where it could benefit the high percentage shots that you take. So if you take 80% shots at the three-point line at the perimeter, adjust your badges to help accommodate you from shooting within those ranges. This is my personal opinion. You guys don't have to agree with that, but that's my personal opinion. Get better at what you do most often instead of wasting shooting badge points on what you do maybe 1% of the time that you play. That's how I feel. I don't know. That's my rant. Can we see your defensive badges for your small guard? Facts. Yeah, I'll show them. If you only have 16 shooting, you're pretty much just using sniper, catch and shoot, and then maybe corner specialist. Facts, because these are key badges. There's only a few key badges. Everything else is playstyle. Stop and pop. Playstyle badge. You have to make sure that you're stopping and popping, dribbling, stopping and popping. Playstyle badge. If they're a spot up shooter, then stop and pop is not ideal for you. Slippery off ball, pick and poppers, pick and rollers, slippery off ball. Volume shooter is a badge that gives you an edge to your shooting. So if you have additional badges, then you can, after you put your key badges on, then you consider volume shooter. Limitless spot up is a play style badge if you're shooting from 30 plus feet out, especially in catch and shoot situations. If you have a good point guard that knows how to dot you and get you that open shot from 30 plus feet out, limitless spot up, you shoot within 1 second. Chef, there's when you're dribbling and shooting. Although limitless spot up can activate as well when you're dribbling and shooting from 30 plus feet out, you have to wait a second for limitless spot up to activate before you shoot. With Chef, you can actually just dribble, stop, pop. Chef pops up. Fade ace is goaded. Difficult shots is a great badge if you're taking a lot of mid-range shots. Clutch shooter, I love it on bronze. Shout out to New York Minute for recommending clutch shooter on bronze because I love what I've seen with it. So show us that set jump shot while you're on the game. Well, it's set shot 25. Set shot 25. I'm using 98, but it's set shot 25. I don't have set shot 25 on this player. I'm using 98 on this player. I don't even know if I have it in here. Those are my playmaking right now. My defensive badges for this player. Ankle braces on bronze. Ideal level would be gold. Has been working out good for me on bronze. Clamps on gold. Interceptor on gold. Pick dodger on bronze. Pick dodger on bronze allows you the opportunity to offset what Brick Wall and Hall of Fame does to players out there. As long as you're holding L2 and R2, when you see that screen, you just got to press both of them at the same time. And then 2K will take over and get you around the Brick Wall Hall of Fame. Although Brick Wall Hall of Fame is still going to hit you if you continually, having to cross screens, it's going to eventually get you. But bronze is a good offset. I'm running Menace, Pickpocket on gold, and Hustler on gold. So a good badge setup. I might even consider getting that ball stripper on bronze because that's a great 17% increase to stripping the rock. Definitely golded. Shooting on my 6'9". Well, I don't have my 6'9" build up, but like I said, it's pretty much the same thing. For my 6'9", is pretty much the same thing. I guess sniper up. My 6'9" could dribble, so there's badges like rhythm shooter that I would consider. Corner specialist, catch and shoot, I'd have higher because I'm trying to stop and pop. Well, I'm trying to pick and pop with that player with that 6'9". So catch and shoot would be ideal for me, even slippery off ball. But, this is why I try to explain how you guys should approach these badges so that way there's no confusion. If you're putting on stop and pop, then that means that you need to work your dribble moves to stop and pop. You feel what I'm saying? There's really no confusion here. All of these things are playstyle badges. Mismatch Expert gives you a super great boost to your shooting, but it doesn't fit my playstyle. I'm not looking to shoot that contested shot over a big man after I set up my primary defender and hit him off a screen, and then I switch to a big man. I'm not looking to shoot over him. It's not my playstyle. I'm really only shoot if I'm wide open. Hustler is definitely legit. One of the best badges. Next Saturday, double XP in the rec. Big facts. I'm looking forward to that. Did you get a jersey? Yeah, I did get the jersey from the Sour Patch event. So I try to get you guys right. And when you understand the badges, you're like, well, all right. If Rhythm Shooter is one of those Trae Young type of, you see those players out there who like to Trae Young into a crab animation. That's Rhythm Shooter. They don't, not that it's absolutely necessary, but if they put on rhythm shooter and they Trey Younging into and I use that as a verb, they Trey Younging into a crab animation and they're shooting out of it, they equip rhythm shooter and get a tremendous boost to their shooting for rhythm shooter. So super dope. It'll activate even if you don't shoot over a switch on my 510. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. It does. It's true. Mismatch Expert activates over anytime that you shoot over a taller defender. Like if you're trying to shoot with a taller defender on you, it doesn't need to be a switch. But in most scenarios, the reason why they're switching is because you got a screen. So that's why I mentioned it in that way. The reason why a taller defender will be on you as a smaller player is because somebody got hit with a screen, so they have to pick up. And you got a PW, no problem, man. Yeah, you don't need green machine on a small forward. Definitely not. It's to a point now where I won't even consider equipping green machine. Chef is dope if you're able to shoot within 30 plus feet. And 2K said that 2K attempted to say that this year that you don't get like your speed, the speed on your jump shot is not determined by the distance. And I gotta say, from what I noticed, 30 plus feet out, your joint really skyrockets really fast. And you have a smaller green window to make that happen from 30 plus feet out. That's what I've tried testing Mismatch Expert out on so many different occasions, and I feel like I've been forced to take it off because of my playstyle. I don't got green machines number, but they're minuscule. At least from the test that was done. Tigu. My playmaking badges. This is what I've been using for my playmaking badges. Ankle breaker on silver. Bullet passer on Hall of Fame. I absolutely love it. Won't take it off. Hyperdrive on gold. A badge that you guys can consider on Hall of Fame as well. Quick chain is a badge that you consider on bronze or Hall of Fame. Bronze works great, and I get you guys the numbers on bronze as well. I have a whole list of here we go. Quick chain just on bronze gets you a 12% increase to your speed. So that's super dope. Only shoot open shots like yourself, taking good shot selection. You don't need most of those shooting badges. Say it again, Sasa. Say it again. I don't have the mind. I don't have the mindset to shoot contested shots. Like I don't that millisecond open shot opportunity, that's not me. I can't do it like some of you goats out there. I can't do it. So this is why I don't equip particular badges, because I'm like, it's just not me. I won't ever shoot in that situation. But even though I try and it never works out for me, it's not for saying that I haven't tried. I tried and it just doesn't work out for me. Bailout on bronze, a super dope badge. At the very least, you want to have the badge on bronze for your playmaking. I got glue hands on silver right now. 10%. No, is it 10%? I think it's yeah, it's 10% for each level you put the badge up. So with no badge, you got a 50-50 chance of getting a good or bad catch animation. At bronze, it goes up to 60%, silver 70%, good catch animation, gold 80%, so on and so forth. Hall of Fame 90%. No numbers for needle threader yet. I don't use it. Quick first step Hall of Fame. Stop and go Hall of Fame. I love it. Unpluckable, I've been running on silver consistently and it's been working out fine for me. No onboard strips. Handles for days on Hall of Fame. Space Creator on Hall of Fame. Tight handles on gold. What are the numbers on Ankle Breaker? Ankle Breaker. I got Ankle Breaker numbers. I do got Ankle Breaker numbers. Do I got Ankle Breaker numbers? Yeah, I got Ankle Breaker here. This Ankle Breaker. All right, so Ankle Breaker, and I got this from 2K Labs running the test for ankle braces. So for somebody who doesn't have ankle braces on, the Ankle Breaker badge can get you an Ankle Breaker animation about 20% of the time if you're triggering Ankle Breaker animations. Stop and go. You gotta get the right animations on with stop and go to take full advantage of stop and go. If you got bad animations, I highly recommend. I just put on Solo DF's animations. He dropped. Shout out to Solo DF. He dropped a video on his animations. He got like 1,500 wins and 150 losses, something like a 90+ win percentage. So I liked the video. I just went on to like dribble moves. I ended up equipping his animations. And I gotta say that my player has been moving like lightning fast since equipping it, and it was so different from the animations that I had personally equipped. So your animations play a tremendous part in how effective a badge like Stop and Go will be for you out there. So, and then not only that, after you equip the animations, go to the lab and find out when you speed boost. Find out what's going to activate those animations, so that way you could take full advantage of Stop and Go. Because if you're a player that's constantly pressing forward, you're not going to take advantage of Stop and Go. So keep that in mind, y'all. Yeah, Silver Glue Hands works wonders. I like what Silver Glue Hands is doing. I was trying to look for the other one who put that. There we go. All right. Because it feels broken. You got knowledge for days, huh? Thank you, Shogun. Yeah, man, we be out here, man. We do be out here. I haven't held one of these discussion streams in a long time. It feels good to get into the discussion with you guys. You know, I really enjoy doing this stuff. So it feels good just to have the discussion going. I had this on one of my players, but I made a 3 and D off guard, and I can't dribble at all. My animations ain't it. Yeah, I highly recommend go check out Solo. I could show you guys my animation. Let me just show you guys instead of having you guys step off of this live stream. Let me just show you guys what animations I'm currently using. Now, these are not. I changed some stuff up from what I received from Solo DF. So it's a matter of getting Solo DF's animations. I'm gonna explain some stuff with these animations, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that I've learned over the last few days, and you guys need to know this stuff because people equip, and I'm not knocking y'all. It's stuff that I just learned myself because I decided let me dig a little bit deeper. Why was Solo DF's animations so much fat? This is what made me start thinking. Why, when I equipped Solo DF's animations, I got so much faster on my player? These are stuff that you want to know. And one of the keys, like I mean the absolute keys. I'm not playing at all. Fearless finisher is alright. Bronze level is great. Tireless defender is slept on, but it's a badge you put on bronze. One of the key aspects is your signature size up. As far as speed is concerned, it's going to be your dribble style and your signature size up. Is going to determine pretty much your dribbling speed across left, right, wherever you're going. All of them play a factor. Don't get me wrong. All of them play a factor. But when you equip those two in particular, oh my god. And I'm going to show you guys just so you guys could see how many I actually purchased and went to the lab. So I went to the lab, purchased all of these joints, went to the lab to see what effect it had on my speed. Sure enough, I noticed that this was the culprit. The signature size up was the culprit behind who's moving fast and who isn't. Although D Rose is extremely fast, you gotta test these things out yourself so you can determine how fast you're gonna actually be moving over there. Signature combo, not so much. Your size up escape, a lot of people like Trae Young. I was using Chris Paul, testing this out. I was using Chris Paul. You might want to do like something like Zach LaVine static. But I was using Chris Paul and I end up liking it. It's something different from Trae Young. And there's this like behind the back combo when I hit diagonal down left while holding R2 and then diagonal down right. That little combination and swerve that he does with Chris Paul size up is, I like what I'm seeing out there. I'm not a Trae Young type of player. I've been trying it for a long time. I see like I'm getting boosted into animations that get a bump steal. So I went with Chris Paul and I've liked it over the last 2 days where it's good. I'm using Steph Curry's moving crossover, and you could switch this because I think there's a lot of people like Giannis, but I could have sworn there was one more that people use on your moving crossover. I'm not exactly sure which one it was. I'm using his this behind the back. Let me see if we can get it to activate here. There we go. I'm using this misdirection behind the back. Yeah, LeBron James for your size up escapes. That's another key one. I want to mention that as well. LeBron James for taller players is going to be key. LeBron James on his size up escape package. Super dope. For smaller players, not so much because you're not generating nearly as much space. But for taller players, that join to jump you from the foul line to the 3-point line. I'm using Kawhi Leonard's misdirection behind the back as opposed to the Pippen speed behind the back, and I've liked what I've seen with it so far. Moving spinner, don't worry, and I barely use the hesitation from Durant, although there is one in particular that I'm enjoying from this. But ooh, the step back is what I love. This Doncic has been a blessing. I love what this Doncic joint is doing. I think you guys may want to consider this moving step back from Doncic. And we're looking for this animation here. Let's see if it shows it. I don't know if it's going to show it. Is none of these animations is why you're equipping that. But there's a particular animation that maybe I just have to show you guys so you can see what I'm talking. I showed you in a video. You guys could check out the video. I dropped it in my channel. But those are the animations that I'm using, man. Hopefully you guys could consider it. Trae Young dribble pull up is super goated. You guys may want to try that. I'm using circus layup styles as well. But yeah, that's what I've been working with this player. Maybe I get straight ankles with a step back. Towns is the best spin. I had Towns on this player as well, but I barely do spins, so that's why I don't even care about the spins. I don't even activate spin animations. So that's what it's been about, man. Hold on a second. I gotta remove somebody else. I like that they're in here, but I don't see why they continue to be in there. Boom, 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 boom. Super dope, man. Super dope. Hey, this is good. Healthy Stream City. Maybe a 2K Sunday service weekly. I wouldn't mind doing that. I do it when I feel good. Whenever I feel like I had no intention of just doing a stream like this. I was thinking I was gonna get out there and run because I had such a good time yesterday. So I was like, I want to get out there and run. But we started the stream and I was doing the title. I said, well, we just make it a discussion stream and see what's good. See what's good with everybody. And it's good to catch up, see what everybody's working with. Trying to just try to connect, see if we can answer some questions as well. Man, I like normal one pull up and spin jumper. They are super easy to time. To each their own. It took me a while to really start enjoying Trae Young, but yeah, I think I like it. Yeah, Hall of Fame Interceptor facts, Arnold. You don't even need to. You just need to be in the passing lane. I made a video on Interceptor as well. Yeah, because it worked for both teams, not just like one-sided thing. Yeah, it works for both teams. Facts. Interceptor on Hall of Fame is just just ideal. You get a intercept on Hall of Fame, and these are numbers again from 2K Labs, gets you about a 60% increase to your passing lane steals. Keep in mind, yeah, that Interceptor is a badge that's giving you automatic steal animations. There's differences in numbers. I know these joints right off the top of my head, but the numbers for Interceptor, and it's not really you that's getting the animation because if you just don't even equip the badge, you don't have Interceptor on, user timing, you could still get a steal animation about 90% of the time if you're in the right place at the right time and you press the square button to get that steal, passing lane steal. So keep that in mind. 25 steal attribute. You can get a steal if you're in the passing lane about 90% of the time without the badge. So what Interceptor does for you is it gives you automatic animations. If you got the badge on Hall of Fame, 2K is going to take over your player for that 1 second that you're in the passing lane, get you an automatic steal animation up to 60% of the time, and also get you a 10% auto deflect animation. So that's up to 10% you're getting auto deflects. So it's about 70% chance between auto deflect and auto steal to get your hands on the rock if you're in the passing lane. that number lowers down to about 40 something, 46 something like that percent with on gold, 46% and about 10% auto deflect. The silver level is very similar for Interceptor to gold, but except your auto deflect animation drops down to 1%. So that's the differences there between silver, gold, Hall of Fame. On bronze is something like 20 something, if I'm not mistaken, with a 1% auto deflect. So this is why gold and Hall of Fame are super ideal levels for the Interceptor badge. Solo DF plays on current gen though. The animations, yeah, I know. And matter of fact, I think he did the animations for next gen. And if he did it, I still ended up using them, and I liked what I saw. Because there was somebody else I was looking into, and maybe it was Solo that I saw the video, and I said, well, I'm gonna try it anyway because I like him as a content creator, and I like what he's doing out there. And I ended up putting on the animations and then adjusted them as I saw fit. And the animations ended up working out for me anyway. Hyperdrive is gold, Hall of Fame for highly competitive games, but gold is good. What are the best controller settings? All absolute, who to guard, defensive assist strength. Well, controller settings. You want that joint on absolute. The reason why you want it on absolute, some people may like it on like camera relative. You might like it that way. But the reason why people put it on absolute is because when they go to the corner, if you have it on camera relative, then you got to imagine if you got the ball in your left hand and you're trying to dribble to your you got the ball in your right hand and you're trying to dribble to your left hand, you're gonna have to queue up another option other on your right analog stick. You're not gonna just be able to hit left. You probably have to hit up to get the ball from your right hand to your left hand. So this is why people put it on absolute. So that way when they go to the corner, then they can still cross over by just hitting the same control that they would do when they're at the top of the key. This is why you run absolute. What was the other one? Who to guard? If you find yourself sliding out there, like hard to keep up with defense, it may be 2K taking over your player with the who to guard option. So there's slight instances where 2K will tug at your player. And this is why some players take off the who to guard option. So there's not that one like millisecond that 2K tries to, and they're 2K thinking that they're doing you a favor by keeping you close to where your arrow is supposed to be, like your defender. So if you find that to be a nuisance, then you take off who to guard. Defensive assist, I've been leaving it at about 50%. I think I might have lowered it on this player. I'm gonna double check. Let me see. No. Where was it at? Is it controller settings? I don't know if I put it down to 20%. So I had it on regular. We can go in and check it out. I had it on 50% for a long time, the default, and then I lowered it to 20. And I've liked what I've seen so far. Ideally, in previous versions of 2K, it's like something between 5 and 20%, and some players just like to take it off altogether. So it's really a matter of preference what you see out there. He said you're a psychopath. Ticino only plays on camera relative. It wasn't too bad. I've tried camera relative, especially for a shot creator type of build. I tried camera relative before, and it wasn't too bad. I can't say it's that much more difficult to understand, but yeah, I kind of feel like I want to have full control, and I don't want to be guessing. He said you're a psychopath if you can master dribbling on camera relative setting. Needle threader, not so much. Yeah, you don't really need at least from the tests that have been done. Needle threader is not super ideal. You're not really. 2K2's made a video on it, and 2K Labs made a video on it. From what 2K Labs found out about needle threader, is that it's gonna help you with the animation, the setup animation for your pass, and help you get around your defenders. Ideally, they were working the animation off a bounce pass to kind of get it through the defender and get it to somebody driving into the paint. So, it may help you in tight situations, but if you just make a gameplay adjustment to throw good passes, then you'll be all right without needle threader. If you're one of those players that it's not going to be a badge that's going to get you past Hall of Fame Interceptor. If you like, it's not going to be a badge that allows you to throw bad passes. You're always going to have to throw good passes, especially with how OP the Interceptor badge is. So, do you change your pass target settings? I don't change my pass target settings. Nah. Appreciate you, blessed up Carlton. Appreciate you. No, I don't change my settings because I always icon pass. So, recommended level for needle thread. I don't recall what you might want to check with 2K Labs on their YouTube channel. I don't recall what level they said to put it on. Double check on them. I think bronze was good. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Needle Threader was one of the best badges in the game, and now that's just Bullet Passer. What up, Vice? What's good, Vice? Now that's just Bullet Passer. There's no escape animation that has the Curry slide yet. It hasn't been introduced into the game. The reason why you're seeing Curry slides is because people are glitching it through the My Player Builder. So, but yeah, they haven't introduced it into the game yet. Appreciate you too, Michael G. What up, Scriptures? What's going on, man? No. John D, it's not the matter of you need to bounce past it to activate Needle Threader. Is that Needle Threader is working ideally the best within a bounce pass animation. It's not that it won't activate outside of a bounce pass. It's just ideally is working in a bounce pass animation, which 2K Labs did a really good video on it, which you guys may want to check out for Needle Threader on their YouTube channel, where they showed the animation in slow motion and how I think it was Chris Paul that he was using, and how the player maneuvered past his defender with Needle Threader and threw a bounce pass that perfectly met up with his teammate driving to the rack to hit him with that dot. What behind the back almost looks like the Curry slide. I think that was another glitch animation. Damn. I've seen a lot of people using it. I can't recall. There's nothing right now. Let me double check it. Let me double check it. We could double check it. Because I don't think there's anything right now. It might have been a glitch animation. Maybe somebody knows in the stream. Let's go check it. It's not that one. It may... Let's see. No, that's terrible. That's not it. That one. That's the Lillard one. Yeah, that's the one that they did after the patch. Yeah, they switched Lillard with Pippen. Well, they switched the animation, gave Lillard that one. And then, at least that's the closest thing right now. What's the worst, 18 or Next Gen 21? In my opinion, 21 is terrible. I was able to stay on all year for 18. A lot of people will feel 18, but in my opinion, I quit 2K21. I couldn't play it anymore. It's the best way to use Curry slide consistently. If you change your size up, you lose the move. Yeah. If you change your size up, you lose the move forever. So you gotta kind of glitch it onto your player, and then the closest to his Trey Young is what I have. All right, man. We are 1 hour and a half. Any new conclusion or recommendations on the 6'9" shooting guard build? New conclusions or recommendations is a dope build. You're seeing, we ran across a 6'9" build yesterday that cooked us up. We didn't lose many games yesterday. We were tired toward the end of the day. We went the whole event without losing. Then we came across this super tall team with a 6'9" running the point guard. And he was going insane. And it's very similar to my build because I have a high amount of playmaking on that build. So I know I would be able to do very similar animations. He was killing. He was just killing. He was driving to the rack as well, going crazy. So 6'9" build, super dope, super goated, super glitchy. Just is what it is. Did you play college ball? No, I didn't play college ball. Only street ball. I'm looking at the TV. If I press the steal button at a good time, I should be able to at least tap ball or stop it from reaching destination. Oh, you're talking about somebody else. All right, the homies in the stream, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm finna wrap it up. I hope you guys all have a safe and blessed rest of your weekend. Hope you have a great start to your week. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I may do another live stream later on this evening. Hopefully you guys, because yesterday we did 2 live streams. Because I do want to play that Sour Patch event once again. And I'm looking to hit the 100 games. You guys see it. I don't know if you guys see it. You guys see it on my screen. I need 28 more games to hit the 100 games and get that helmet. So I'm looking to make that happen. So next time I start up the live stream, you're going to see me with a helmet out here, hopefully. Bootsy, what's good, man? Appreciate you too, my niece. Thank you, thank you. Big W's to y'all. Appreciate you guys so much. You all have a safe and blessed rest of your day, and I